gonna have a dating show.
Yes.
And I was up to host it. I was very disappointed in this. And it's not happening now,
It's
right?
not happening. I was going to have a dating show with my daughter's father. It was on BET Network. And they literally, we were going on probably 8-9 months of almost a year of planning and preparation. And
Diddy just got arrested, y'all, and even though he's the one in handcuffs, a lot of other people are getting in trouble because of him too. Some of the people who used to hang out with him are now scared to even admit they know him. And here's where it gets wild. Faust just leaked some shocking proof about Diddy and Stevie J that you won't believe. What dirt does Diddy have on all these people? Stick around to find out. Faust has found herself in a difficult situation amidst the terrifying revelations made in the lawsuits filed against Puff. Her career seems to be stumbling. What she thought would take her to the skies has become one of her biggest nightmares. People in the industry are trying their best to hide their past relations with Puff. It's costing them their career. No one is stepping up in support of the rap mogul. Did Diddy not make one friend in decades of his work? Or are his sins so severe that people prefer staying away from him?
Tonight, the New York Post is reporting that alleged victims of Diddy have been talking a lot. And we're hearing a lot of people in Diddy's orbit, names you know, are very worried.
What happened with Faust is the reason why Puff is all alone in his battle against the roaring lawsuits filed against him. Mimi has just leaked evidence of the rapper sleeping with her ex, Stevie J. The story has many twists and turns, so make sure you stay all ears right until the end. Puff was arrested in New York City after a jury decided to vote against him and put him behind bars. The artist is being accused of orchestrating a criminal enterprise. After a lot of speculation over the past year, with more people stepping forward against the mogul and authorities finally taking action, the rapper is detained in lockup. However, due to the dark secrets that allegedly have been unfolded against the Bad Boy Records producer, his character is greatly being judged. Not only he, but people who worked with the artist are also facing backlash from the public. According to the recent indictment made, over the period from 2008 till now, Puff and individuals associated with him have been involved in criminal activities. Those acts include kidnapping, forced labor, hindering justice, and many other charges.
And one of the Department of Homeland Security agents who helped raid Diddy's Florida home claimed that the mogul had rooms that were clearly just dedicated, rooms, plural, for and he said, so if you were in these parties, you were being recorded from every possible angle, including angles that you wouldn't even know about because they were hidden.
In the field of media, what matters most is a person's image. Better reputation, more views, more fame, and more money. Associates is a vague term, and every person who once worked with Puff is afraid to face public bashing and possible involvement in the lawsuit, even if the individual is innocent. However, it seems as if not only individuals, but organizations are not ready to face the risk of someone on their payroll being involved in a potential litigation, and that too of so much severity. A similar incident occurred with Faust. In her Instagram video, the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta artist is talking with Claudia Jordan about how much effort she had to put in for her show, which then got canceled.
8-9 months of almost a year of planning and preparation and picking the cast and the whole nine. And allegedly, BET canceled the show because they didn't want the association with the situation with Puff and my daughter's father, who is really good friends with him. So this thing with him runs really deep. It runs deep to the point where it's messing up a lot of people's money.
It was supposed to be a dating show created by Mimi and the father of her daughter, Stevie J. According to the artist, the pair had put in a lot of work over the past year and was on final stages when BET Network decided to pull the show off the table. According to Mimi, the network did that over Puff's situation. The question you all might be raising is, what does Puff have to do with any of it? It's time we dive deeper into the details. In the video, Mimi stated, I was gonna have a dating show with my daughter's father. It was on BET Network. We were literally going on 8-9 months to a year of preparation and picking the cast. And allegedly BET canceled the show because they didn't want the association with the situation with Puff. And my daughter's father, who's really good friends with him. What is Mimi really talking about? Is being friends with Diddy such a grave sin that people are facing its effects on their careers? Countless questions. Well, Stevie J might have something more with Puff than a normal friendship, and Mimi has kind of confirmed it. A lawsuit was filed against Puff by his ex-co-worker Rodney Lil Rod Jones in February. Many allegations were made against the rapper in the lawsuit, and it is considered the first nail hammered in Puff's coffin. One more person is specifically named in the allegations, and this is what the entire story is about. Hold on to your chairs. None other than Stevie J has been accused of having a physical relationship with Diddy. According to Rodney, he was greatly involved in Diddy's life between September 2022 and November 2023, as the pair was working on an album. Combs and Lil Rod traveled together both in and out of the US for work and vacations. According to the allegations, Sean Combs used access to Stevie J and his knowledge of Mr. Jones's admiration of Stevie J to groom and entice Mr. Jones to engage in homo-esque acts. Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in intercourse with rapper, redacted, R&B singer, redacted, and Stevie J, reads a line in the lawsuit. This is not all. Also in the lawsuit, Jones has explained how Puff used to show him inappropriate video recordings in order to ease his anxiety, and how Puff described such practices as a norm in the Hollywood industry. Mr. Combs went so far as to share a video of who he claims was Stevie J anally penetrating a Caucasian male without a condom, the lawsuit alleges. Mr. Jones believes that Mr. Combs showed him this and attributed it to his idol Stevie J to ease Mr. Jones's anxiety concerning homosexuality. According to Mr. Jones, Mr. Combs said, "This is a normal practice in the music industry. Look, even Stevie J is doing it." However, the Grammy Award winner has denied any such claims and called the allegations false, while adding that his lawyer will be handling this going forward. From what we know from the lawsuit, Stevie J was allegedly more than a usual friend of Puff and involved in his vicious acts. Now we understand better why BET Network did what they did, and if they did. Do you know how Stevie J rose to fame in the music industry? Through Bad Boy Records. Such a short answer, but it speaks 1,000 words, doesn't it? Stephen Aaron Jordan made his name written in the record label's books as the record's hitman roster of in-house producers and writers during the early 90s. Jordan even worked often with the label owner Sean Combs and produced on several Bad Boy projects such as Quartet 112. Stevie won his first Grammy Award for his work on Diddy's debut album, No Way Out. This shows Puff and Stevie shared a deep and long-running bond. With so much tension butting up against Puff and his associates, BET Network had a good reason to call off the show. Stevie has had a troubled relationship history. He dated Faust on and off for 15 years. However, the situation was a mess. The pair met on the set of the VH1 show Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. However, that was when one of the biggest love triangles in television history began. Mimi Faust, Jocelyn Hernandez, and Stevie J found themselves in an awkward position. The producer dated Mimi between 1997 till 2012 and Jocelyn from 2011 to 2016. Both pairs have daughters who are sisters to one another, and this is why they have to tolerate each other. However, the beef is evident. On Mimi's Instagram Live, she accepted her grudge towards Jocelyn. "I don't vibe with Jocelyn. Unfortunately, our daughters are siblings, and that's what it is," Mimi admitted. "I hope that the girls can continue a relationship, but as far as me having a relationship with Jocelyn, I don't F with Jocelyn. Her energy is off." The star went on to talk about why the duo never settled on the same ground even when they had an opportunity. "Let me say this. Her and I, we're complete opposites," Mimi said. "Sometimes opposites absolutely do not attract, and we don't. She ain't my cup of tea, and I don't F with her. It's a no for Jocelyn. Don't ask me about the bitch no more. Please and thank you." From what we know up till now, it is clear that Stevie J has had a troubled past in terms of his relationships. Mothers of his daughters in a brawl with one another, rumors about him being gay, and for the cherry on top, Stevie divorced his partner, Faith Evans, last year as well. Irreconcilable differences have arisen between petitioner and respondent, which have caused an irremediable breakdown of their marriage, the court documents state. There is no possibility of saving the marriage through counseling, a further waiting period, or any other means whatsoever. Doesn't it feel weird being in a love triangle, then marrying, but that too ended so quickly? terming irreconcilable differences and no possibility of saving the marriage. What was it that was keeping Stevie from a healthy relationship? The viewers forced their thinking on this one question. Mimi Faust's claims are now making people believe that the producer had something fishy going on with Diddy all this time. He was focused there when he had to give attention to his love life. Or was he already focused on his love life and the women were just a cover-up? When everyone recently has been siding themselves from Puff and his actions, it seems like Stevie J is still working on his side. Diddy's parties, or freak-offs, as termed by the authorities, have always been the center of all attention. When people were bashing Diddy's parties, Stevie J defended it. Talking about Puff's parties, 50 Cent commented, "Nuh-uh, that and hug you from the front and the back at the same time? F you talking about? I mean, if you into that, you into that. I'm fine with it. I'm just saying, this ain't my motherfucking kind of party. I'm uncomfortable. I think I belong in the girls' bathroom." However, in April, Stevie J posted a video that seems like footage from 2019 of one of Diddy's parties. The footage shows many big guns in the industry present inside Puff's home, including Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Kanye West. In his caption, Stevie wrote, "This is what a real Diddy party looks like." The viewers had different views on Mimi's situation. Some thought she was well aware of the situation, while others believed she was innocent and did not deserve her show to be called off. A fan wrote, "That shouldn't have nothing to do with her. She's not with fun boy Stevie J. We all know he was the diddler's boy toy for years." A netizen predicted that what happened with Faust was just the beginning, and the actions of Puff are going to have greater consequences on other people too. The comment stated, "Diddy's shenanigans are going to affect many people. This is only the beginning. Diddy is a man of influence in the Hollywood music industry. And of course, being closely associated with big names has its own perks." That's what Stevie J probably thought too. At least this is what the viewers believe. According to netizens, Stevie was more than vocal about his relationship with Puff. However, it backfired on him. All that standing behind Diddy did not help Stevie J. He was so vocal about it, and look, it made him miss out on opportunities because, so what's coming up next for Diddy and his associates? Will people who shared a bond with him once face a permanent strike on their career, or will they be able to recover from it? That's all for today. Make sure you inform us in the comment section about your views on the ongoing situation of Diddy, and also let us know what you think might be the reason for BET Network canceling the show.